अस्सलाम व्यूअर्स, एजाज कुरैशी टोरंटो कनाडा से आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर है आज का द एजाज कुरैशी शो का एपिसोड लेकर। आज हम बात करने वाले हैं फ्लेक्सिबल कैरियर ऑप्शंस और अपॉर्चुनिटीज। फ्लेक्सिबल कैरियर ऑप्शंस क्या हैं, उसमें क्या क्या अपॉर्चुनिटीज लोगों के लिए अवेलेबल हैं, इस पे हम बात करेंगे। आज हमारी मेहमान हैं फराह खान साहिबा। फराह खान साहिबा का ताल्लुक कराची से है और मार्केटिंग और बिजनेस स्ट्रेटेजिस्ट हैं, इवेंट प्लानिंग करती हैं, चेंज कैटलिस्ट हैं, थिंकर हैं और बहुत ज़बरदस्त काम अपनी फील्ड में कर रही हैं। दो दो काम कर रही हैं एक्चुअली। एक तो अपनी जॉब कर रही हैं और इसके अलावा अपना बिजनेस कंसल्टिंग और आउटसोर्सिंग सर्विसेज का वो रन करती हैं। अपने शो में वेलकम कहते हैं फराह खान साहबा को। जी फराह, अस्सलाम वालेकुम,
Uh,
वेलकम टू द शो।
Assalamualaikum, Aijaz Sahab. First of all, I'm very much thankful to you for this opportunity and for having me.
Thank you so much for coming on the show. We have been working on this for some time, and finally it materialized. So thank you so much for giving us time. Acha ji.
Thank you so much.
So let me take you back several years. I don't know how many, but let's say several years back in your childhood when you were about 8, 10 years old. What is the earliest memory that comes to your mind? How do you see Farah Khan in that age, if you recall?
Okay, so it's just been 2 decades ago because I just turned 29 in 5th of November, just two
Okay.
days back.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday to you.
so you can you can wish me belated happy birthday. No problem at all. But I got your wish on time as well, and thank you for that as well. Okay, so 20 years back, like exactly 2 decades ago, I was in Hyderabad. It's a small town just next to Karachi.
Mm-hmm.
Not town. It's basically a city. So I was born and raised in Hyderabad
In
and
Hyderabad.
live in a very large size family. We had dadi, pupu, ami, abu, chachu, chachi, and a huge number of cousins.
MashaAllah.
Uh,
MashaAllah.
so my childhood memories were filled with cousins, playing with cousins, and eating good food at home with family, with with my grandmother, with my pupo, and lots of like good memory, pleasant memory, which actually makes the base of the future, which I am
Absolutely.
today, and
Absolutely.
always for those memories will be with me, till
Forever. Yeah,
forever. Yes,
that's right. Yeah,
not only with me, like the upcoming generation of R as well.
absolutely. I grew up in Hyderabad too, so
Yeah.
I remember lots of things. I remember
Oh.
Gadi Khata, I remember Gold
Uh-huh.
Building, I remember Rani Bagh, Thandi Sadak, yeah, Firdaus
Yeah.
Hotel at Gadi Khata. That was my favorite Indus Hotel. There are so
Indus
many,
Hotel.
so many memories I remember from that. Good.
Mm.
So we talked about it. Thank you so much for sharing the insight of your childhood. Malik, there are some comments. Malik Nadeem is saying, "Hi, sir. Hello. How are you, sir?" And Malik Nadeem is UAE से सलाम जी, वालेकुम सलाम UAE से, थैंक यू सो
Walaikum
मच,
salam.
बहुत शुक्रिया
Walaikum
आपका
salam.
UAE से आप ज्वाइन किया हुआ है। सदफ अवैस साहब हमारे साथ हैं, करिए अस्सलाम वालेकुम, थैंक यू सो मच सदफ अवैस,
Walaikum
really
salam.
appreciate it, thank you so much. So we talked about your childhood. Let's talk about today's topic, which is flexible career opportunities. Now, I know the career opportunities, but again, what is flexible mean? So when we talk about flexible, what did you have in mind?
Okay, so flexible means um, even if you got a graduation degree,
Mm-hmm.
even if you got a master's degree and postgraduate degree, and yet you can have a choice to change your career or whatever subjects you have studied for 14 years, for 16 years, and for 18 years, you can still have you can still have to do a different, or you can do anything whatever you want in that point of life, because on a very daily basis and even like over a period of time, we are not we are not kind of person which we were in past,
Right.
you know.
True.
So because of unfortunately, because of lack of career counseling, our students, our youth, or our even undergraduates, they choose careers because of their fathers,
Hmm.
their mothers, their family, their
Right.
their brothers and sisters, cousins, chacha, taya, mama, jo, like whatever,
No, but
their career
I
choices
think they
are
are
highly
sometimes they are sorry, Farah, sometimes they are pushed as well because their parents push them
yes,
into those careers because they could not become what they
yes,
wanted to become,
yes.
and the kids are now children are pushed into those careers, which is obsession of their parents, not themselves.
Yes, yes, yes. It is. It's the very same case. Yes. Especially when it comes to female population and
True.
female students, like most of them, they don't get the opportunity to study after their intermediate, or like
Hmm.
even not they cannot go to schools. But yeah, largely population of uh, females, they don't have any like so much say in their career.
Right. Right. Right.
Yeah.
You're right. So now, once they are pushed into these careers which they never wanted to, they might want to become something else, but they are pushed into becoming a doctor or becoming an engineer or something else. Not only women, I think same goes for men as well. Men are also pushed into different careers than what they actually want, right? So
Mm.
once a person is into a career which now they have been trained on that, they have got some education, they finished it, how they can make it flexible so that they enjoy. Because most of the time, what happens when you're pushed into something, you don't really enjoy working on that thing. So how they can create a joy in that or flexibility in that career.
Okay. So first things first. A, your kitchen should not be, especially when it comes to the male,
Hmm.
because still at a large population of our, still depending on man's income, and man is considered to be a breadwinner, or in not solo, maybe in urban areas, but
Hmm.
still the large the contributor of society. So first of all, I think as you are bread earner, or you have to bring some amount of xyz amount of money in your kitchen or at your home.
Yeah.
So you, whatever career you will choose, whatever you want to become, you need to understand that your passion, your career choices should
Hmm.
not be affected by that.
Right.
So like my passion and my whatever I want to become is different whatever I'm doing right now.
Hmm.
But as you know, I have certain responsibilities to meet, so that's why I have to make so that's why I have to make those choices as well. Doing some job, doing those kind of projects or work which I have to do, and which brings certain cash in as well in my at my home. So first thing first, that you, whatever career options you have and whatever career options you want to pursue, or you want to work on, you have to take care of your kitchen as first as well. And you can do to the best whatever you can do is start with a part-time thing. So right now, Ijaz, I am, talking about how you can do that.
Yes,
So
exactly.
in a very, brief window of time, like I just explained that what you can do, what is it, what's flexible career options,
Yes,
and how men can do that. First, take care of your kitchen money, and then whatever you can do or whatever you want to do. Okay, there are ways, and thanks to technology, there are ways, there are platforms, there are channels, and there are fields of work which you can work on as per your passion. Follow your passion, follow your dream, pursue your dreams, and yet you don't have to compromise on your family needs as well.
right, right. That's right.
So that's
Good.
that's the that's the thing which I wanted to be which I want to highlight, that because of there are lots of whatever I am seeing in my surrounding. People are like, students are told, even thrown most a few times, quite a few times, that they are thrown the ideas that follow your dreams, follow your passion, follow your, you can whatever you want to become.
Right.
And ideally, when they match those ideals or those motivational sessions which they hear often in in conferences and at events, or in YouTube or in Facebook, when that reality hits with the, when those motivation stuff hits with with your reality and with the pressure of your family, it can, it can be very harmful for anybody of whatever kind of person he or she is, what how much strong they are, how much confident they are, how much educated they are. When there's a huge gap between those motivational speaker sessions, or all the glittery side, they are showing, the glittery side of
And
let's say
actually doing it and
entrepreneurship.
applying it into our lives. Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I agree.
applying it on, the very hands-on thing. It's a
Yes.
huge difference, and it's a
Right.
messy, believe me. Whatever, I just take an example of a high-end restaurant,
Right.
of any hotel. You just go there and enjoy your good food, enjoy the ambience, to see what's going on in the kitchen.
Oh my goodness. It's a
All
chaos.
the
Yes.
messes. Yeah, it's a
That's right.
chaos, it's a mess.
Yeah.
And the backstage of any, fashion show as well.
Yeah. Oh
Take an
my
example
goodness.
of that.
Oh,
So
chaos.
all the hard work, all the, all the work, or basically shows operating behind the scenes, not
True.
in front of the scenes.
That's right.
So, for me, getting a financial independence for male and female both is very
Right.
much important. Female, I can safely say I'm a bit too biased towards female because of the very obvious reasons. But yeah, but male has to be, take care of the financial needs, or the responsibility. So the idea of having a career is to become responsible.
Mm.
So it's
Right.
not about, and career is not about that, you is just to do stuff. No, it's about to bring some responsibility, some
Some
discipline,
discipline. Some
some
discipline.
yeah,
Exactly.
I'm not a disciplined person at all, but yeah, yeah, responsible, yes, I can say
Okay.
that, somehow I can.
Thank you. Let me take some
Yeah,
comments here.
yeah.
We have Sadaf Awais. She's a regular viewer. Thank you so much, Sadaf, for hopping on the show, saying Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam, Sadaf. Thank you so much. And Bina Nakwi, great person, great model. She is really working hard on herself. I'm really amazed by her progress. She is making such wonderful progress in her lives, and we pray for her success. And she's saying, well, I'm strongly agreed. Thank you so much for your agreement, Bina, and we wish you all the success in your modeling career. Ghazal Khan is saying absolutely right. I agree with whatever she said. Thank you so much for agreement. And Sadaf Oves is saying, how are you, sir? You're live again. Lovely transmission. Thank you so much. I really appreciated you hopping on the show. and commenting. Thank you so much. I remain humbled and thankful. All right. So now, at times, what happens when these women go into the job stream, somehow they get more success than they anticipated. Okay. So
Hmm.
imagine a family, husband is working, and husband is working in a blue collar job. Okay. And wife is working in a better position. She is much more successful. She brings more money than men or husband brings into the family. What happens then?
What happens then?
What happens
Okay,
then?
right now
I
I'm
mean, yeah, because the
right now I'm
men
single.
men could be possessive. Men could be, they may not see their wives, being so successful that they are left behind. Do they feel left behind or not?
Yes, they do.
They
First,
do.
yeah, I cannot say there's no elephant in the room.
That's the
Yeah,
psyche of
there's a
the men,
huge
right?
elephant in the room.
Right.
There's a huge elephant in the room, and even it's not because of it's not husbands only. It's a man in general, how
Men
they
in
think
general.
and how they work. Yeah,
So
man in
you're
general. Not
you're
only like
categorizing everybody.
no, no, it's see, husband is
I'm kidding. I'm
also
kidding. I'm
man,
kidding. Yes,
and
yes,
husband
that's
is
right.
also brother of someone,
Of
colleague of
course, of
someone,
course. Yes. Yes.
son of someone, father of someone. So yeah, but the man in general is and not okay. There's a huge misconception about Eastern society or our society
Mm.
that man in East they are so much this and that and X Y Z. I don't want to go into details,
No, like
but
what?
that's not the case. If
No, no,
we
no. You,
uh,
you have to tell what.
like the ego the basic issue like which you just mentioned that about the ego issues about
Okay.
possessiveness about the
Okay.
self lack of self esteem and self assurance
Okay.
or self confidence for say for that matter. So
Uh-huh.
which is not the case. It's not about Eastern society. It's about the entire world. It's all about entire globe which females are still uh, facing the same thing because a lack of support, lack of mentorship, lack of access of network, lack of access of sponsorship for females in which they need in career. So it's a man nature. But as I tend to or I want to focus more on positivity or positive aspect of our lives. So this is the same man who who nurture us as well. This
Right.
is the same man who mentor us as well.
True.
Even if they are less in quantity, less in numbers, but still they are. So whatever I'm today
Like
or
you're
I will
referring to
become
good men.
is because of yeah, yes, and find those men
Find those
and then marry them.
men.
Yeah, right now I'm single. Right now I'm single. Yeah,
Okay.
so all the good mans, please, I'm
Okay.
available.
All right. So,
Yeah.
guys, you got
So,
the message. But for that, you have to be one of those. You should have quality. You must have those qualities that Farah Khan just mentioned. Okay, guys.
yeah. Whatever I'm today, I'm today or whatever I will become in future. It's because of my father. It's because
Mashallah.
of my brothers.
Mashallah.
It's because of my chachu, taya, uncle, and my mentors.
Man, good.
So I
Good.
have, and my coach. Yes.
Okay, good.
So
You have a coach as
basically,
well.
I can safely say, yeah, I have. Yeah. It's very much important to have a coach. It's very much important to have a mentor. It's very much important to have a network and a bunch of people which you can rely on
Absolutely.
in terms of your career, in terms of your, to lift you up in your low moments as well. It's very much important. And
Good.
like I can't survive without my pack of food. I
Good.
cannot survive.
That's good. Some comments.
Yeah.
Bina Nakwi is saying thanks a lot and sending heart again. Thank you so much, Bina. Stay
Thank you,
blessed.
Mina.
And Nadeem Raza Sandhu is a great friend and saying assalamu alaikum to everyone. Wa alaikum assalam. Thank you so much.
Walaikum salam.
And Sadaf Awais Sahib is saying, sir, always looking fresh and happy. Thank you so much. That's the purpose in life, to stay fresh and be happy. I think that increases the life. Being sad, what does it give to us? Sorrows and sadness doesn't really, bring raise our adrenaline and things like that. So stay happy. That's what I try to do. Thank you so much for
Yes.
noticing that. And Sadaf is saying again, fantastic, great. Thank you so much for your appreciation. Really appreciate it. Thank you. So, so we have to look around to create the career options for ourselves. So sometimes when we end up in a profession that we don't really like, that has been pushed upon us by whoever, the society or the parents, we should find something that we enjoy doing, right? What do you think,
Yes.
Farah, right?
Yes.
So I
Yes.
want to do, for example, I want to become a great singer. That's a passion. So how about finding the opportunities for the right profession or right career? That's the next part of our topic today. That flexible opportunities. So how do we find those flexible opportunities? How do we go about finding them?
Um, it's the same way that there's a there's a idiom that birds from the same feathers.
Feathers, yes.
Yes, yes. So birds from the same feathers, fly together. So whatever career options, career passion, or whatever career opportunities you want to explore or you want to pursue, um, become a part of group, become a part of network. See, your network is very much important. Your social capital is very much important. Make friends within the group, make friends with the same kind of people who follow the same passion, or who has the same passion, or they have the same path to follow. So if like let's take an example of myself. When I was freelancing, or doing my outsourcing business or running my own agencies, I was part of several groups. I was part of meetups. I was part of the same forums, online and offline both, WhatsApp groups, Facebook groups, Quora forum, or there are like millions, zillions of platforms, thanks to technology and thanks to Facebook and thanks to every social media platform. Excuse me.
It's okay.
There are thousands of platforms, and you just need to explore it. You just need to become part of it through Google. Just Google the similar people who has same passion or same career. It's good to have like it should be a combination of both the influencers and the strugglers both. So with the strugglers, you can you can cry on, you can share a shoulder, whatever whenever you in life you can you feel down and you just
because they are
have your
going through the
struggles.
same thing as you.
Yeah, and they can relate with you as well, so they can become your therapist as well.
Right.
They can hear you for hours and hours.
Right.
Another common mistake which that any youngster or whoever is in their initial stage of their career, um, they tend to over do with mentors. They tend to over over speak, over talk, over sharing, over um, throwing questions and questions and questions, the basic questions even as well.
True.
To mentors. So I was reading a book of Lean In, It should be somewhere near to me. I'll show it to you. It's a book of CEO of Sandra of Facebook. She said that, if you want to have a mentor, you can just talk for him or her, for a few minutes as well only. So whatever specific problem you have, whatever specific challenge you are
Yeah,
facing at the moment,
yeah, yeah,
just ask them directly.
yeah. No,
And
no, no time wasters.
no drama. Yeah,
No
no
drama,
drama.
no time
No,
wasters.
I was
Nothing.
feeling that
Hello,
thing. I was
yeah. How's
feeling,
the
yeah.
weather? How are you
If you
doing? Blah
want,
blah blah. Exactly.
yeah, yeah. If you want to, uh, to talk for 1 hour in a week, it means that you don't want a mentor. You want a therapist.
A companion. Yes.
You want a counselor. Yeah, counselor. No, no, not a
Counselor.
companion. With companion, 1 hour is nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's yeah, but I
And
got you. Yeah, I got you.
okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Yeah, ask or throw, same like very straightforward questions from your mentor, from the influencers. So
Hmm.
earlier, as well, I was talking about that, have a mix of both the
Both.
strugglers
Yes.
from the same profession or from same career or passion which
And
you're following,
successful
or even the
people.
habit,
Yeah.
and for the successful people or the
Right.
influences which you
Right.
can look up to, and you can ask help and they can help.
Good.
So may I
And
have a mix of both,
yeah.
and ask for help from influencers. Very specific, very targeted. It's good. It's better to draft a message. Whenever I want to ask something from my coach,
Yeah.
minimum message I wrote
To the
and
point.
I just
Straightway
deleted
to the
is,
point. Yes.
yeah, in like more than 10, messages I just wrote and then delete, wrote and delete, wrote and erase, sorry, not delete, erase it.
Hmm.
I use Grammarly, a software app, to make my writing better. So I just wrote over there, save it, and then ask. Then pass some time and then ask. Most of the time, what happens is that the when the moment pass, you will feel better as well, and you will, because it's a very stressful life.
Become more
Yeah,
confident.
you think, yeah, 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 become more confident. Yes, confidence is the key,
Yeah.
basically.
That's right.
I'll come into that in a while. But just write, draft a message, and then sleep over it, and then like after one day, after 24 hours, or after 48 hours, once you are done with your trial, your homework, then you should send to send the well drafted or well crafted message to your mentor or to your
Right.
coach,
Right.
and then ask help. Most
Okay.
of the time, like, honestly speaking, like, in my experience, it's 100%, or like maybe like for safe side, okay, just like 98% time, whenever I ask something from my mentor, from my help, they always help me. They always give me guidance or whatever help I was seeking in that
Good.
moment.
Waida Zishan is from Karachi saying Assalamu alaikum. How are you? Alhamdulillah,
Yeah,
I'm
walaikum
fine. Thank you
salam.
so much. I'm good. I'm well. Thank you so much for your comment. Good. So we have been going on for half an hour. What are the major ingredients of finding the right career options and opportunities? What are the different key points in that process, Farah?
First, have patience.
Patience.
Yes,
Okay.
because it's not necessary that you have to know each and everything
Okay.
like a handout. See, life is not a manual.
Yes,
Like, you are not a machine. That's why you don't have any manual.
that's right.
Yeah, yesterday I just bought a hands phone, a bit creative one. So it has a huge manual, to how to operate it, how to insert it, and stuff like that. So humans are not like that. our lives are our journey is very much different. First of
Mm,
all, have patience.
right.
I'm still not aware, and I'm still exploring what I can do better. Previously, when I was 8 years old and 9 years old, I wanted to become a banker. But
Acha.
after spending
Hmm.
6 weeks in bank, and at the at very my last day of internship at bank, I said to myself that this is not me. So the sole reason of my degree, which is BBA, whatever I was doing that because it was my childhood plan to become a banker or sit in a banker,
Hmm.
the lavish
Hmm.
office, the lavish AC and stuff like that.
Hmm. Hmm.
So it was my childhood dream to become a banker
Okay.
and just sit at a bank.
Hmm.
But after spending after 6 weeks, I got to know that that's not me. I can't pursue that thing. So I was lucky enough to have that freedom, or to have that uh, opportunities which I had.
Hmm.
But have patience. I mean, I'm still figuring it out, that in which area I'm most, you know my it's my best. I'm not get an answer of each and everything. I'm still exploring. I'm still searching.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean that I should stop. So one thing, have patience. Even if you if you have a job which really drain you, or like which you don't like, not drain. You should change when it comes to draining you.
Hmm.
But if you don't like it, if you don't like your job, so then but you have some responsibilities to fulfill. It Just keep doing it. Keep finding a ways how to make interesting, how to make your job more interesting, how to make your environment, your surroundings, even like with team members or with colleagues, you can do that. How to make that environment creatively, or happy. So one thing, patience. Second, whatever comes in your way, just grab it. Whatever opportunities I got so far in life, it just happened to me. It just offered to me on street, or on phone call, or just a text, or very unplanned. So
Okay.
don't plan so much. Don't plan the nitty-gritties of things,
Hmm.
because life is not like that.
Okay.
As per my experience, yeah, plan your day, plan your life, plan like after 5 years you want to become this and that. But don't plan your like so planned, like
Okay.
don't become a robot. Then you cannot have a creative thoughts, then you cannot have a flexible career options, then even you cannot think creatively.
Okay.
So don't first patience, then whatever comes in your way, grab it, and then don't over plan it.
Good.
So for me, these three things are very much important. Like these are very basic things. Then have a network, have a
Okay.
network of like-minded people. Go and seek out people. Go and meet new people. Go and talk to new people. Go and network with new people. Go and so the idea is basically to network with people.
Right.
Um, okay, and awareness, self-aware, invest in yourself, invest in your skills, invest in your mindset, invest in your personality. And by personality means not only appearance, but the mind of yours, the thoughts of yours. I'm still having, there are certain areas of improvements which I know, I need to work on that. So I'm investing on that. That's why I got a coach to help me and to improve me in those areas as well.
Right.
So yeah, have mentor, network with people, get a coach, and read.
Read.
Reading is, yeah, reading is very much important. Without reading, you cannot have a mind to think, to have a flexible career options.
Got
Yes.
it. Got it. Okay. So, guys, these are the guidelines for you guys. Have patience in you. Find interesting ways to do things.
Yeah.
Uh, don't go too fine on the details. Have network and focus on self appearance, how you look, groom yourself. I have seen people coming for the interview without having their haircut done, with the dresses coming out of a dabba, a trunk, and putting it on and coming for the interview. Shoes are not polished; they are all dirty, and dirt is on it. It's just it doesn't make sense to go for an interview with that kind of attire. Have a mentor and must read. Reading increases your brain power and increases your understanding of different things. So thank you so much for this. I think we are out of time. Farah, what is your final message for our viewers? What would you like to say?
Um, okay, my final message is become just like a sponge. You know
Absorb
the
everything.
sponge? Yeah, absorb everything. Absorb everything and have a filter. What to keep it and what to throw out.
Okay.
And to differentiate between the keeping it and the keeping stuff and to throwing out, one must read and one must have self awareness or
Yeah,
no self aware person. Yeah,
that's right.
and
No,
read
you're
a
right.
lot.
Yeah, if we don't, keep things which we were supposed to keep, and we don't throw the things that we need to throw, then eventually we throw up. So
Yes,
thank you so
yes,
much.
yes, yes.
Thank
You're
you.
right.
Thank you
Thank
so
you
much
so
for your
much.
time. On behalf of Dreams Television, the Aijaz Qureshi Show, myself, all the viewers who have watched and commented live on today's show, and will be watching and recording and commenting. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate your time, and I enjoyed talking. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me and for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, friends, that was Farah Khan, all the way from Karachi, originally from Hyderabad, Sindh, and she was talking about the flexible career options and opportunities. She gave so many great advices. You can go back and see the recording of the show, and those suggestions are also here that you can note and see. Thank you so much for your time. With the next guest, inshallah, I'll come back again. Until then, take care of yourself and people around you. Thank you so much.